Hello again. So in this video, I'm going to explain exactly what is anxiety and how do we put it right. Now, you should have by now downloaded that free anxiety relief pack and started working with that. If not, go down to the comments and download your pack now. It is so important for getting started. So exactly what is anxiety? Now, over the years, the experts have all had different ideas of what anxiety is. At one point, people were saying it was a chemical imbalance in the brain or something was going wrong. And we know today that isn't true. Now, with the advent of functional MRI scanners, those are those big tubes that we go inside, it can scan the brain, and we've been able to see what happens to people when they get anxious, nervous, depressed, or stressed. And with anxiety, it's very simple. When we get nervous or anxious, the brain fires electricity along a neural pathway and then it goes into the amygdala. And that pushes us into fight or flight, which is meant to happen so that we either sort that situation out or we run away. So let's say we walk down the road and a big dog jumps out at us. Exactly that happens. The brain fires that electricity along the neural pathways into the amygdala and we sort that situation out. However, if we go through a lot of trauma, or if we go through a long period of stress, or there could be lots of other reasons that we'll discuss in other videos, that anxiety habit, that firing that electricity into the amygdala, becomes exactly that. It becomes a habit. And this means it's firing all the time or in certain situations when there's nothing there to be afraid of. And the more that we talk about anxiety and the more that we do anxiety and the more we go into groups and talk about our anxiety and everything else under the sun, the stronger those neural pathways become. And the more we strengthen them, the more this happens. This is why dealing with anxiety as soon as possible makes it much quicker and much cheaper. Now, the way that we put it right is we use something called self-directed neuroplasticity, which is a posh way of saying let's rewire the brain. And to do that, we teach clients how to recognize that anxiety an awful lot earlier. And then we show you how to slow it down and then how to stop it. But most importantly, we then need to teach you how to move into a more relaxed, happy, in control state. So effectively in the brain, what happens is when that anxiety fires, we teach you how to interrupt it. And every time it fires, by doing this manually for a couple of weeks, this old pathway falls to bits. But what most therapists fail to do is to teach you how to create a new pattern of feeling calm and relaxed. So the electricity doesn't go into the amygdala, it goes into different parts of the brain. And again, by practicing this pattern of feeling good, relaxed, and calm, guess what happens? We start to build a new pattern, and this one becomes the default. And typically when working with clients, in 4 to 6 weeks, most people can totally rewire the brain and sort that anxiety out. However, there's lots of other therapies out there that use old-fashioned techniques that have been around for a long time, and those ones don't take 4 to 6 weeks. For some people, it takes months and months and months, and some take years and years or don't work at all. So it's up to you which path you go through, and we'll talk about other therapies in a future video. But using that anxiety relief pack will help you to bring that down quite a lot, and regular practice will make a difference. So if you haven't already, make sure you've downloaded that free anxiety relief pack, and I'll see you in the next video.